It's time for the Cool Kids Countdown. All right. We're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is an STSPod.club production. I'm BT. That's Lance. Lance, he texted me this week and he said,
Yep.
I dreamed of eating a giant marshmallow. And I woke up and
my pillow was gone.
Couldn't find my 8-track player.
Oh, okay.
Karma. What? No. Shout out to Joe Singer. All right. He's from Chicago. Don't step on my jokes. You stepped on my joke. I had a joke. You stepped on it. He's from Chicago, the home of the American Hockey League. That's right. The Chicago Wolves. They'll be in play in Milwaukee against the Admirals on Friday. That's right. And by the way, they're 6th in the Central Division. And Lance, I hate to tell you this. It doesn't look like they're going to make the playoffs this year. He's the snark of excellence, my partner in crime, your friend of mine. Well, when he's not stepping on my jokes. He's Lance Levine, and we are Starsky and Hutch of podcasting. There we go.
I thought we were tastiest snacks.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Go
like
ahead.
Well,
you've been sitting over here. Look. You've been doing this since I've been trying to do so. Go ahead and tell us about them stupid.
I am in the Churros Oreo Studios here in Chicago. They dropped off a case of these things, so I've been eating them for a week already. So
they've got they came out with a Marvel. Did you see that? A Marvel version of it? They've got Hulk ass Oreos. So
nice.
Yeah. I can't wait. Real quick, I want to say something about this. This is our 8th annual 10-10-10-10. We started this as kind of a joke. We didn't even call it Cool Kids Countdown, but it's our 154 of Cool Kids Countdown, episode 820. Mm-hmm. It came out in April 2017, and Lance, I did not remember this until I listened to it. I had a format.
No,
we talked for 75 seconds. Do you remember us doing that?
There's no way we could do that now. There's just no way.
There's no way. But 10-10-10, WrestleMania moments, Mania moments.
I think it started with the tribute to Ty Dillinger. Wasn't that how it all started?
It was
10-10-10 thing.
When I went 10-10-10, I did that, and he's on the cover of this one too. He's on the cover every year. You hated him, and I loved him for like 5 minutes, and then so I had to put him on there with his hands and everything, and so we went ahead with that. But I found it really weird, and also congratulations to us, 8th annual, just. Crazy.
Yep, love it.
All right, Lance, two nights of WrestleMania.
It was WrestleMania XL.
Extra
large. I think
that baby.
Yeah. So the business is so strong, it's like this whole thing is so tough on AEW. It's tough on everybody else when the brand leader is as hot as can be, So that's my caption today is I hate pro wrestling because the haters must be dying about how hot
I've got a great halftime to talk about, but let's get started.
I'm just glad. I just want to say before we get to it, I'm glad that these shows were in a media center. I'm glad it wasn't nothing against Minneapolis or any smaller cities that they've been in or they're going to be in, but I'm glad it was in Philly because they got so much exposure being that close to New York. So the buzz is just phenomenal. Mainly The Rock, obviously, but also the brand just as hot as it is. AEW gets Ospreay, Okada, Monet, and it's crickets for AEW right now. So I get it. Vince is a scum. but don't take away from the hard work that everybody else is putting in, whether it's in the ring or behind the scenes. So, and also, lastly, did you know that it's the Paul Levesque era? I wasn't sure if you knew that.
I've heard it about. Weird that it's been hot for the last year and a half, but all of a sudden it's real
It's
hot.
the
But
Paul
yeah,
Levesque era.
we did set some records, so it's just crazy. The most people viewing WrestleMania, the most this, the most that, the most merchandise sold. Just crazy. All right,
And
let's get started.
The Raw and SmackDown made the most money or whatever of a Raw.
And
SmackDown
NXT was the biggest crowd too, I think.
Yep.
Standard
So, all
delivery.
right.
So
we put together our top 10s. We crunched them like we normally do when we do the countdowns. And we actually agreed on 8. So we had almost all agreement. And actually, our numbers weren't too far off either. So anyway, so we only had 2 that we didn't agree on. So at number 10 is yours. Snoop Dogg sucks. So how does this goof have a spot in this company, let alone a fucking career? I hate this guy. So even more offensive than Cheech and Chong. At least Cheech and Chong were fucking funny, I thought. So he's a one-note act. It's stale. It's stupid. He's just awful. So you had him on your list. So tell me about your
Let me just say something right here. I don't feel the way you do about Snoop Dogg. You're racist, so you don't like him.
Not racist.
I like Snoop Dogg. I like his music. I like if you look up some of the stuff that he does for charity work. He has a football league. An urban football league for small children, and then he goes up, until they go into high school, spends a lot of money on charity. I love his stuff with, I can't even think of her name, the old cook. Look, the old cook. I like Snoop Dogg.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, Martha Stewart. He was horrible here. Here's the deal, dude. If you're going to be on WrestleMania, and you're going to do commentary on WrestleMania, know who the fuck is in the ring. He didn't even know who the people were.
I think he might have been high.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I have no.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I have no. Last year when the stuff he did with Miz, I liked that, and I just have no problem with Snoop Dogg. But that match was bad anyway for me, and then it just got worse as he kept trying to do some kind of jokes and fellow and cool, and he really reminded me of an 80-year-old man trying to say the cool phrases that the kids are saying now. Just not a fan. So,
all right, at number 9 was my pick that didn't make the list. So it was Jade Cargill and the 3 Beyoncés. So I had this at number 8. So I like all 3 of these girls. I think they were on the verge of a Bianca Belair heel turn, which I was so dead set against. I think she's such a natural babyface. But then, as seems to be what's going on this season, they changed course and they made these 3 a faction. I think it's great because Jade is a star. We've talked about her before, and they paired her with 2 girls that can work. So having them in this cowboy wear is 100%. Beyonce inspired. So I think it works. I'd say keep them faces for a while. Feud them with Damage Control, or else give them somebody else to feud with that can work with them until eventually Jade goes heel. Jade splits from them. So I think the match accomplished its goal, portrayed Jade as a star. They protected her. She got the pin. Nothing special as a match. I only had a 2 1/4, but I like the faction of Jade and the 3 Beyoncés at number 9.
I had it a thumbs up. I really liked the match. I thought it was worked perfect. Who the agent was for this. This is one of the problems we talked about when it came to AEW. They put her in long matches and didn't put her in the right spot. I love the false hot tag where they were fixing to do the hot tag and Bianca got pulled by her hair. I love that, but when she did get the hot tag, it was all over the place, exactly what it should have been. Loved it. This match to me was very entertaining. I like all 3 girls. I think they're going to do good. I don't know if you're going to turn Jade or not.
Not yet.
She looks just like a freaking superhero. Yeah. I'd never turn her either. So number 9.
So, all right, number 8. This is where we start agreeing on our picks. So you had this at number 10. I had it at number 7. It's Jimmy and Jey Uso. What the letdown, Uso?
Oh, man. What
was that? So going in, I'm thinking this match could steal the show. I thought this match could have stolen the show. So with as much focus as these two guys have had throughout the year, as good as they both are, and the fact that it was a grudge match and it sucked. So it was a huge disappointment. I had a 2 1/4. It started slow. It never got going. It was plodding. They did the dumbass bit of Jimmy begging off and apologizing that none of the 60,000 people in attendance bought. I thought I went into this match thinking it had a shot at a 4-star match and not even close. So I thought the bright lights were on these two guys and they shit the bed, or as we like to say on this show, shit their pants. So Jimmy and Jay let down at number 8.
That was so sloppy. There was nothing to it. I told the wife, I said, these guys have histories of drinking all the time. Maybe they were drunk. I don't know. It was sloppy. I did not like it. It was one of 2 thumbs down matches. Only 2 thumbs down.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs down. Forget it. Matches, 4 thumbs down matches for the show, and this was a big, huge disappointment.
Yeah.
And Lance, you talked about an incident and like shit in the bed. So this is the perfect time. And if you're not watching the video, here we go.
Update.
Here's the incident report. All right, closing in on 100 days.
Woo! No incident.
Possibility we record WTF. It might be 100. Wow, I'm excited.
Excellent.
All right, go ahead. Number 7.
Right, number 7, we have Logan Paul as a professional wrestler. So I had this at number 9. You had it at 8. It does not hurt to be in the ring with KO and Randy Orton.
It don't hurt at all.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt to be in with them. They missed the boat. They could have called them the Team RKO. Get it? R in parentheses, KO, Kevin Owens. So anyway, Logan never stumbles.
Hold on. Go ahead and say that one more time. What now?
RKO. Could have had merch out the door on that one. So anyway, Logan Paul never stumbles. Guy is taken to it. We've talked about it before. Right out of the gate, he never looks out of place. He's a natural heel. He's a douchebag. Everybody hates him, but he's great at the role that he's playing, and he's great in the ring. You got to respect the effort. So I assumed the belt was going to stay on him, and that's what they did. There's still more PR to mine off of this guy and the connection here than what they've used him for so far. I thought when he drove out with the Prime truck, it would be the Austin beer truck bit again, which they didn't do. I love Philly with the Gatorade chant. That was great. Gatorade chanted him. Did you notice that Kevin Owens kicked out of the RKO? One of the most protected moves of all time, and Kevin Owens kicked out of it. So I thought
that was Randy saying kick out. Because
out of left field. You could probably count on one hand how many kickouts there's been to it. So I figured KO would lose, but I had that one at 3.5. Really enjoyed it, and once again, Logan Paul, just a revelation in the ring, man.
Yeah, it had thumbs up, and it was all over the place. Those 3 guys work well together, and like you said, it makes it easy when you're in the ring with a guy like that. But Logan has not disappointed us at all. In no match has he been bad in. Nope. And we had an infamous a comment one time at Cool Kids that this person would rather have Hook than Logan Paul. So, I just had to say that. Good
Rookie
match,
of the year.
fun match. I love those guys. I love all 3 of them. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So, all right, number 6, we got the tag titles are split up on the ladder match. So I had this at 10. You had it at 6. I had a hunch they would split the titles, but I thought maybe Judgment Day would keep one of them. I'm not a fan of the unified titles there, but still, I'm going to say 2 different things. I'm still not a fan of how many belts there are. So I kind of looked at this match like it was Judgment Day and a bunch of jobber teams. Even New Day to me is kind of a jobber team that should just be putting people over at this point. So I love Pete Dunne, but that wasn't going to happen,
Yeah, just so everybody knows, Lance does not know the definition of jobber. Go ahead.
Okay. Yep. So anyway, rules of the match were vague. They should have made it more clear. Of course, there were some spectacular spots. The funny spot to me was the ref trying to stop Priest and Miz from using the broken ladder. And they either didn't notice that it was broken or they just insisted on using
Man, that was scary. That
ladder
Oh.
was like buckling, and the ref was trying to stop him from using it. So I had this at 3 1/4. I didn't like the choices of who they put the belts on. I think Waller, in theory, we like Waller, but they've made this team into a chicken shit heel team. I don't like that, them having belts, and I don't like Truth and Miz having belts because that's a comedy team. So I would have rather at least Judgment Day kept one set of the belts, put them on. I would have preferred Pete Dunne and Tyler, whatever his name is. So Tyler Bate. So they split the titles up at number 6.
The midget team they gave in there to wrestle. Yeah.
Anyway.
Had no problem with either the two new champs. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. Entertainer match, thumbs up. Here's the funny thing that I love about professional wrestling and we said this a couple times over the weekend, we love professional wrestling, but as much as I've watched it and I think I know everything and blah, 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 at no time did and I don't know why, but I'm sitting there watching it. Number one, I didn't know they were going to put them on 2 different ladders. On 2 different hooks up above. And at no time did I think they were going to have 2 champs come out of it. I was just like, somebody's going to be on one side and the other team member will be on the other side, blah, blah, blah. So it was surprise booking for me. I enjoyed it. Thumbs up match and no problem whatsoever with the new champs.
Yeah.
No problem whatsoever. You just wanted to keep it on Judgment Day.
Yeah. I would have preferred that over those 2 teams.
I
like Waller, but I don't like Theory, and
Theory is good. Man, Theory
now that
is
we are
really good.
I've been told, insiders, I've been told that we're in the Paul Levesque era. So I like the fact that they've changed directions on things in the sense that, the Rock thing wasn't supposed to go the way it did. I honestly think the Bianca was going to get turned and they didn't do that. So I like the fact that they're actually changing courses when they pick up on something's not working. And so Austin Theory is not working. So I didn't like the fact
I like him.
I
like him. I think he's solid in the ring and I like him as a chicken shit.
Boring as hell.
Not at all.
So.
He's got boring as hell.
Boring.
He's boring as hell. All right, guys, we're ready. We're going to a commercial break. If you're watching this on video and you're live with the stream, do you ever have a live stream there, Lance? Okay, thanks. Well, it's turning off right now. You don't get to see it. Only way you can actually listen to the full show is go to the main feed, or you can subscribe to Patreon and watch the full video. The video always has fun stuff, especially when we do WTF. We always put other stuff. We come right back from the commercial. And again, this show is going to be sponsored by ArizonaBayCandy.com. We